What's up, guys? Syntac here. We're gonna do Arena Rush tonight. I've gotten a lot of requests to kind of see how I handle the normal arena. I haven't done it in a while, so we're gonna do it tonight. My goal is to finish G2, and that hasn't been. The last time I rushed was October last year, so. Ideally, I would like to do it with a HATHOR defense. G2's kind of been my goal. I don't have a Tiana or a Zeros, so I'm kind of running like a poor man's bomber comp, which I've also never ran before. And we're just going to kind of play it by ear. So this should be really interesting tonight because I haven't rushed in a long time, and I haven't really, I'm just kind of throwing a hodgepodge of characters together. I do want to try and do this with a HATHOR on defense because I'm not really sure that that's been done before. And this has actually been netting me some nice wins this week. I think it's been averaging. I've had pretty much this defense up all week, but it always tends to change that last hour because I think people tend to play a little bit safer or whatever. I'm kind of right in that sweet spot where I like to start from, which is right outside of G2. I don't want to rush up there too fast. I'm actually was hoping to get a little bit knocked a little lower. And I tend to have a little bit more wings too. I like it's also 12:30 at night here, so if I look a little bit more tired than normal, I'm just kidding, I always look tired. All right, cool. So we're just gonna kind of jump right in. And like I said, I have almost no experience with this comp, and I'm kind of using the Vela as a poor man's Tiana, because I don't have a Tiana. So this week, however it goes, is going to kind of serve as my benchmark then for the next couple weeks, because I don't even have max runes on most of these characters. So yeah, the goal is to try and finish G2. G3 would be nice. I just don't think it's going to happen. I do like this comp, and if you guys have a Vela and you don't have a Tiana, this might be something you might want to look into, because it seems to work pretty well for me in terms of clears. Normally I like to do one refresh. I might do two tonight though, because I like to do around 20 wings max, and that usually times right around 30 minutes or whatever. Do I even... My big thing, okay, so when we talk about rushing and stuff, my big thing is about not making mistakes. Let's do this. I want to get Annabelle Rin too, because I do like to use her in the same place. Cleanses are really invaluable when you're doing this, and a lot of people kind of like are real. If you watch other people rush, they're kind of like real intense about it. My big thing is, you don't necessarily have to be crazy fast. See, I got a win on D. It's more about not making mistakes. So you don't want to make mistakes when you rush. Like, losing costs you big. So that's kind of what you want to try to avoid, is the losses. You know what we're going to do here? Because I think these guys are going to be slow. Let's just bring something like a revive just in case, just to be safe. I don't like the double cam, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to knock any of these things out with one round of bombs. That's the thing. Yeah. Trying to knock one at a time here. Go a little bit slower on... Is this Burke's defense? Did he get... No, Burke's always had two cams. I'm thinking of something else. It's late. It's really late. This is why I normally don't rush. Ariel's strong now. Okay, so a couple of things I'm realizing, because I haven't done this in a while. Ariel is definitely very, very strong and annoying. I haven't fought a ton of like crazy ones that have like lost me matches, but she definitely slows down, the clear times and stuff. That's one thing I'm noticing immediately different from 3 months ago when I rushed last. It seems like the water fairy king, I'm not even gonna attempt to say that thing's name, is just as prevalent as it was prior to me stopping rushing. So, but Ariel's definitely kind of a new addition that I think people that are using Ariels are like awesome. Like, it's really difficult to take down a good Ariel now. And this is the kind of the thing, like, in terms of me with in terms of offense on arena, I've pretty much done it all. So this is kind of my first foray into bombs. You know, I've done the Lucian. I've done other Sierra like Tor. I have a double Alicia that I never use anymore. I don't even use normal Alicia. I'd like to just kind of do one thing. And you know, I'm having fun with the bombs right now, so I'm gonna do them until they're not fun anymore. Yeah. See. Okay. So I just if you guys notice here, and this is kind of why I don't like to rush, because I do get a lot of wins on my defense, and I like to kind of bank on those wins and then make that. I'd like to make that last minute surge up, you know, up around high G2, you know, maybe into G3 if we're lucky. Don't get me wrong, I don't think that's going to happen tonight, but, and you know, we'll see if Burke hits me too, because I just think I just hit Burke. But prior to this, I had a different defense out. You know, I still got a couple wins off of that one, but my cam defense is a lot harder to clear. And I think Hathor's I think she has uses on defense. We're going to find out if we can finish, you know, high G2 or whatever with a Hathor defense. The one thing I am realizing right now, though, is that I need to avoid Rakan comps with this bomber comp, because they don't treat me well. They have not been treating me well. The sec comps have not been as bad. My guildie, some guys might know Capitan. He finishes G3 almost every single week, and he uses pretty much primarily a bomb comp. But he's like, nah, don't worry about the sex, man. So I'm not gonna worry about the sex tonight. Although I also don't have a Tiana, which he has, so we'll see. Like I said, it's late. Man, that is a squishy sack. That is a squishy sack. Oh, I forgot about Juno. Juno's a terrible one, too, that I've been trying to avoid. This thing's been messing me up. Let's get this off if we can. Yeah, there we go. Now we can lay something down on you, huh? Lay down the thunder. I don't know. You know, I have watched other people rush and stuff, and I feel like it's very stressful with other people sometimes. And I've had those rushes where it's been more stressful, but I try to not be as stressed, because that's what makes you make mistakes. And you have you know, people talk about RTA and you know, fighting the clock or whatever. Like, I feel like rush is way worse, because it really costs you when you lose matches, and that's like the one thing you don't want to do, is lose matches. That's root beer. Alright, we finally got that thing down. But there's been just so many times where I like play back in my head like, oh, would I have gotten a rank higher had I not lost these 2 matches, which I should have won, you know, if I had just been smart about attacking them or whatever. So now we're going to take our time, be a little bit smarter. You know, if I finish G1, great. You know, I'm not going to complain if I didn't make any mistakes. That's kind of my goal tonight, because like I said, everything's not tuned properly. And when it is, it'll be real nice, I think, this comp's a lot of fun to play with. Looks like I'm still winning on defenses. So a lot of people talk about rushing and defense and this and that. You can win a lot of defenses if you know what you're doing, in what you're kind of up against. You know, we'll take a temporary break. In the defense I'm rocking, you want to counter Lucian. That's the big one, first off, right off the gate. And then I like Cam, because Cam, a good, solid, just rock Cam, can pretty much counter. If you've got the stats, a good statted Cam can counter a lot of understatted people's entire speed clear comps. So, and they won't even, you know, these guys who I should be hitting right now. You know, I don't have a Tiana, so that sucks, because I gotta use Aquila. It's like the Spanish Tiana. Actually, Tiana's kind of Spanish too. And he misses all the time. Oh, hey, that was a first. It's like my Aquila and Vela are combined to be a Tiana. I don't think as quick either at night when it's this late either. So you're not going to hear a lot of like fast thoughts. It's just kind of slamming stuff into another. But I am having fun. Like, I haven't rushed in a while. So it's kind of, you know, if you get tired of regular arena, whatever, take a break. That's what I did. You know, I hit G1, I hit Gladiator the last 2 or 3 weeks off of my defense alone. I didn't even rush. So, you know, you don't have to rush. Like, that's a big misconception. If you want to get G3, yeah, you got to rush. But, you know, we're kind of, I'm already pretty much where I want to be. So we just basically have to maintain, which means, you know, if we keep winning on defenses, we can just keep clearing these guys. But this has never been, you know, as long as I don't lose, because like I said, losing is what cost me big time. And I'm actually, you know, shocked at how well this bomb comp's kind of doing. Okay, we lost one here. So is this guy been hitting me? I don't want to get in these traps where you start fighting the same people over and over again. So here's a Rakan. Do we want to hit Rakan? I think we said no on the Rakan, right? But this guy lost, so it looks really bad if he loses to your AD and then you lose to his AD. Give it a whirl, right? I've done that a lot too. And this is kind of why I like the Vela. You know, they can stun whatever. Yeah, wow, go nuts. Oh nope, that's what I did. Okay, sweet. Violent proc. Woo. Playing that one close to the vest, right? Except he did get that Galleon reset. Okay, so that sucks. This is why we don't like, wow, that thing hits hard. Okay, I'm probably going to lose this, which is exactly what I did not want to do. So we learned a valuable lesson. Don't attack Rakan comps. What do I've got coming up? I guess it doesn't matter. Do I have anything that can survive the Sand Blast? Not really, no. Let's do this. Alright. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, so close. Oh, nothing. Nothing. It's all gonna die. It's all gonna die. Yeah, that sucked. Wow, that was a bad proc too. Oh, and then he got the... Okay, so that guy's done. Yep. So that's why we don't want to attack Rakan comps. So that's what I'm going to try and ignore the rest of the night then. This guy's been hitting me a lot. This, oh my god, what the... Okay, so we're gonna refresh here. It was early enough. I definitely wouldn't have done that, you know, last 10 minutes. We still got 19 more minutes, so... yeah, these guys are... These kinds of comps are good for bombers, I should say. They're not easy. Any aerial is difficult, but like I said, you just don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Man, I've got really high accuracy, so that's really, really lame. Because I've actually sacrificed quite a bit of stats to get the accuracy on both those up around 90 right now. 80 some 90. So that's lame when they missed that much. Man, I better kill this thing, right? Because what's that thing called? That guy, this little guy, he's gonna blow up and die and heal everything up, right? Yeah, we might just get that over with. That's gonna happen regardless. The good news about bombers, though, is while Zeros and Alicia and stuff is pretty weak to a solo cam, you know, bombers can handle cams. So I feel like they're a natural counter right now to this kind of aerial cam meta that we're seeing a lot of. If you know, that is if you can get the bomb to land. That's probably been the main reason why. And you know, if you don't have a Vela too, you can use an Annabelle. Just make sure she's willed. Yeah, make sure she's willed. So okay, so that's, we talk about that in some of the other videos, how I'm like not a big fan of will. The one time where I think will is a lot more of a necessity is on the offense, on the regular arena offense. I don't think so much for RTA, you know, where your resist matters a lot more, but I definitely do think it's more important. So the other technique you can do too is instead of like sitting here clearing your lists all the way, you can just refresh and do like the top couple guys that are, you know, to maximize your point gain. I think a lot of people kind of talk about that sometimes. That's more important if you start a lot lower. It's not as important as if you're, you know, starting up like where I did, which was pretty close. And some guys like to start all the way up, you know, top 10 or whatever. I don't like to start that high. I'm definitely not a fan of starting that high, because you lose so many more points. You know, if you're gonna start that high, so you got two options here too. You can go for the Juno because she's gonna heal a little bit there, right? Or you can go for the Ritesh because he's really, really tanky, as I'm learning with bombers. Again, this is the first time I've ever used bombers, so I set this comp up last night during free rune removal. Just forget, you know, one of my guild, and it was like the last half hour of free rune removal, because one of my guildies was like, hey, I'm having fun with this bomber comp and I've never done it before. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a whirl. I got some rune, you know, I got nothing else going on. I'm not really getting hit too much, so I think my defense is solid. I think people are seeing the Hathor and they're not really knowing what to do, which is hilarious to me. Because who's ever seen a Hathor in the top 100? That to me is really funny. That's really tanky. I don't know if I want to mess with that. This thing hits like a truck. I don't know if I want to mess with that. His name is Crudler. Right, Crudler. I don't know how fast this Tiana is. He's actually on my friends list. No. Not gonna. Immunity, yeah, but at least we'll get elevated. I don't know about Lakas yet. I haven't made a decision if they're as bad as Rakan or not. I think Rakan's immunity is what bones me, because I can't stun. If you can get that stun in, then it doesn't matter. But I think the Lakas are rough. Don't get me wrong. I think in terms of a bomber comp, I don't think they're as bad as the Rakans are. If you have like and the other issue is I don't have a constant buff removal either. If you guys, I've got Aquila. Wow, man, these are tanky. I've got Aquila. Aquila. I do like Malaka though. I'm kind of wishing I had a Joker though, because that accuracy, man, you got to get that accuracy up there. I was trying to mess around with like 30% accuracy the other day. It was not working for me. See if we can get this guy stripped a little bit. We got 13 minutes. I better hurry. We're probably only going to use one refill, and that's fine with me. I don't like to waste crystals. The whole purpose of doing this is to make more crystals than I would make without rushing. So I don't like to blow a lot of crystals, you know. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I got to get into G3 or whatever, and they'll blow 4 or 5. And it's like, you made less crystals. Who cares? I guess if you've never been G3, I could totally see, like, it's definitely, do it once. But if you've been G3 before, don't waste more crystals. Like, nobody cares. You know, just save yourself the crystals. As someone who's like, and I paid for crystals, you know, I don't like to blow them needlessly ever. You know, it's try and plus up on that stuff. I think I got another win there. Yeah, I'm getting some wins here. So this is kind of right here is when we started, right? When the rush started. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of, you know, people tell you, oh, you can only do 30%. That's legend grade if you get 30% wins in rush hour. I don't know. I think you can do better. I don't think most people really, you know, kind of try or now there is like really, really good sharks, I guess you'd say, you know, the top guys that have been doing this as long as me or whatever. Yeah, those guys are going to just, I mean, it doesn't matter what I put out. They're going to steamroll it. For the most part, they're going to steamroll it. Or if they're not, they know they can't and they won't even hit it. So, again, though, I think the Hathor is throwing people up. So this would be pretty cool if we can get G2 with a Hathor. Because I don't think that's been really done yet. And then that's kind of going to prove, you know, the versatility of Hathor in general. Because at this point, I've done just about everything with her. Guild War, RTA, And this is the nice thing about Vela against these Water Fairy comps. Yeah, they still hit really hard because you don't have a defense buff, right? Man, that was a bad proc. That was a bad. I hope he doesn't hit hard. Wow, he hit really fucking hard. That was a bad proc on that Rhytesh. I was really hoping. That's why I like to kill those Rhyteshes. See, because this is what I was trying not to have. Wow. So that was really shitty. Not only did that cam just go ape shit on me, he basically healed up to full in doing so. Oh god, that sucks. I hope I can get a bomb off on this thing. No, I'm gonna crit it now. Shit, I might lose this one too. That was this. If I lose this though, that was a bad loss. Cause wow, that's terrible. That's a lot. Okay, so that I shouldn't have lost. That was really bad RNG. That thing will move like 6 times. Man, that sucks. Okay, now I'm getting hit. Alright, here they are. So now people, I think it's just because more people are waiting to rush too. That was some really shitty RNG. That pisses me off. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm using Aquila over Galleon. So I should normally like to use a Galleon and... Well, I guess I could. It doesn't matter. I don't need the defense break, right? Yeah. Just need the attack buff. That was some really shitty RNG. Talk about shitty RNG. That's like the one thing you don't want to happen. Of course, I hope my cam doesn't. My cam's a beast right now. This thing's gonna heal boost. Heal boost. Strip meat. Man, that's gonna really... See, that's the kind of crap that salts me then. That's why I don't like rushing. Can't land a bomb, so that's going to cost me another minute. Circle jerk action. Come on. Yep. Okay, let's all blow through these. Boost. Just delaying the inevitable. Fix the mechanics. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just fix them. This kind of goes back to that whole thing too. If you really want to make a hard you're not going to make a hard cam to kill with bombs. That's just the one thing it's kind of weak to. Let's kill this Vecker. If you want to make a cam really strong for AD, you want to kind of stack some defense on that puppy, because now, yeah, like that's to kill Zeros, Elish, and all that stuff. Oh, of course you did. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, because, right, I don't have a Galleon either, so this is dumb. This is going to be slow now. Okay, so note to self, Sierra will counter my comp because it will kill Malacca. See, we're learning, having fun as we go. Wow, this thing's really moving. Why don't you die now? Wow, I hope I can get this Vera down without a Sierra. Now you die. Now you're gonna die, clown. Looks like we got about 7 minutes left. Maybe we're down. What are we down to wing? I guess that's more important. What am I down to wing? Because I'm not refreshing. So my goal of only having 1 refresh is fine. We got 4 wings left. Got another one off of retreat. It was a real treat. Retreating with retreat. You know, the other, like, what about if they have will and you don't? Well, typically I like fighting these speed comps, right? Because all their will is going to be gone then. He's probably going to stun everything. He stunned the one thing I didn't want him to stun. Yeah, that sucks. Well, as long as I get bombs off, I don't care. Got Laka. Oh, this is the slow Laka. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That kind of crap, man. That's what'll cost you. So G3's out of reach. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna hit guildies. Well, I mean I could. I just don't know if I want to. I shouldn't say I'm not gonna hit guildies. No, I'm not gonna mess with that. I just got raped by one of those. Yeah, that's alright, right? We can handle that. I feel like people on the West Coast have a distinct advantage over people on the East Coast, because I'm tired and not thinking clearly. I mean, that's my excuse anyway. Get you down, because you're just gonna full heal. Oh man. Ugh, these Monkey Kings are the fucking worst. Yeah, he's just gonna proc nonstop. My friends have them, and I'm like, why don't you use that? Oh, they never do that. They fucking, that's all they do. At least I got video evidence at this point. It's all these fucking things do is proc, man. Proc, 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 proc. I don't understand the Freya thing. Like, Xeros counters it, right? I guess Alicia, maybe? That's like what they're guarding against. But even Illusion's gonna glance on it most of the time. I never understood the point of putting them on ADs. They just don't do, and they do nothing. I mean, just save them for last, and they do nothing. I mean, maybe Alicia, I guess. Is that what you're trying to counter with them? I need someone with some points here. Let's move up here. Dakensta. Yeah, why not, right? Because I got immunity, and that's the one thing that counters Amduat. I'm gonna attack Dakensta. I love that name. That is like the coolest name ever. Dakensta. 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 Cool name. I just gotta learn what I can counter and what I can't counter. Like this stuff I can counter. Dakensta. Alright, I got 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes. Rectum? Reckon? Ooh. He's got what we... Nope. I know Max Payne. I know what he's got. I shouldn't even have clicked on him because I know he's got stuff I don't want to mess with. We're just going to refresh because I want to get a high point win here. Oh, I want to attack Fwa so bad, but he's got Fwa! Alright. We got Dakensta. That was a cool name. Dakensta. Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because he's just going to stun fuck me anyway, so I might as well try and get the, yeah. We're going to murder that thing before it kills us all. Yep. Now you die. Now you're going to die, clown. Yeah. Get the Mila. I don't care. Whatever. I'm going to blow it. Whatever. That was worthless. Oh, yeah. I forgot I could do that, huh? I got to be careful, though, not to hit this, whatchamacallit, even once, because it'll full heal this monkey up. Ooh, big point win. All right, we got 2. I think we timed our wings really well this week. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yeah, we're up to 60. Who do we just... Loomis? I don't like this dude, man. Oh, no. Okay, we're done. We're done, guys. 2 minutes, so... Hopefully we can hold it. I'm not gonna refresh. It's a waste. It's a a lot of people do, and I might get hit once or twice more. I think we held G2 though. Let's do the final countdown. 1 minute and 14 seconds. All right. So real quick, I'll show you guys what I'm rocking, what's under the hood. And this is a good starting point. I think we'll probably finish around 60, 70th. If I get hit one, I don't even think if I get hit once or twice in the next minute, it's gonna knock me out of G2. So I think it's safe to assume, and we kind of ended right in the fat point, you know, rank 60, whatever. That's not bad, considering I haven't rushed in 3 months or whatever. G3 is probably a little out of reach at this point. Maybe if I get my, I don't know though, you know, like I don't know what the cutoff is. I definitely probably, like I said, I lost some stupid matches. I only did 14 wings, so that's kind of, you know, I think I timed everything really well, and that's kind of a big part of doing you know, the gladiator, endgame gladiator rush is really timing your wings. You don't need to sit there and blow 6, 7, 8 refreshes. And I have before, don't get me wrong. I've blown, you know, I've started at 11. No, sorry, the stand just fell. I've started at 11 at night and for 2 hours blown refreshes. And I just, why, you know? Once you do it, what's the point? So yeah, okay, so rune-wise, I'm just, you know, accuracy, rocking the accuracy on him. Everything needs power up, everything needs grounded. These are all, you know, I just threw this set on him last night. Sierra is the same Sierra I've been using for whatever. The one thing I had to do was swap out the Revenge because she procs Revenge and then it screws my turn order up. So Revenge, while very good in RTA, totally messes up my turn order. So I threw in like a Nem, whatever, and I bumped up her attack power so she can pretty much one-shot a lot of stuff, which I like. Vel is the same exact build. I haven't changed anything on him. My Galley is actually my Dragon's build, otherwise he would be willed. I am going to build a second Galley purely for rushing, where I can rock like double shield will on it. I think that'll solve the rest of my problems in terms of getting killed or whatever. Yeah, so that was fun. I think we got the first ever Hathor G2 finish. You guys want to do a rank check? Oh, it looks like we got a couple G3s in our guild tonight. Somebody tell me what I got. Okay, I got G2. Yeah, so that's cool. So yeah, so you guys, Hathor can be used on defense, as you've seen with other very overpowered monsters. If you want to know why that worked for me as much as it did, 2 reasons. One, the resist, because a lot of my units are around 50-60%, so that gives her, so she actually is going to counter bombers a little bit. Which is the only way you can counter bombers is missing bombs and then nuking them to hell before they can. And then, you know, I'm sure people try to double Lucian this or you know, Zeros, which doesn't work because of the cam. Cool. So if you guys like, I'll keep doing it. You know, I've gotten a lot of requests for the arena stuff, which is like, this is what I normally do, you know, 10-15 wings, G2. That's always kind of been my goal. Sometimes, you know, if we have a really, really good week, I will crack into that top, you know, the very, very, like, between, like, rank 25 and 30 for G3. But it's, like, once every 2 or 3 or 4 rushes, usually. And I really got to, like, tune my stuff. You know, the cards kind of got to stars align or whatever. But otherwise, yeah, this is it. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like, you know, leave something in the comments, and I'll keep doing them. Later.